Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, unless of course you're new here, in which case, hi, hello. My name is Ashley and welcome to my random little corner of the internet. As you can tell from today's title, we're going to go over my July TBR. And I'm not using my game that I created for last month because this month I am participating in a readathon. I am participating in the Four Nations Readathon. It is a readathon that was created back in 2020, and I have been a part of it every year since. It happens in January and July, and Four Nations Readathon is themed around Avatar, The Last Airbender. My first year that I did it, I was an earthbending. Yes. I was part of the Earth Kingdom, and I finished that. Probably took me 3 sessions, so January, because I was reading kind of slower when I first got back into reading. And then I did Fire Nation, which I sped through. I think I did that in the two sessions, so January and July. I am now in Earth Kingdom. Nope. I'm now part of the Air Nomads. And in January, I got up to level 5, which is True Master. So for July, I will be doing level 6 and level 7 for Air Nation. You say hi? You say hello? Okay. You're just curious. Anyways, so each nation is broken down into 10 levels. And so for this... Don't knock it over. For this go around for July, I will be doing level 6 and 7, which is level 6 is the Receiver of Arrow Tattoos, and level 7 is Spiritual Awakening. Okay, so for level 6, like I said, it's Receiver of Tattoos, and an Air Nomad, and the Air Nation, and the Air Tribe, Airbending Tribe, whatever, I forget the words for it, but with the Airbenders. The tattoos they get is the big arrows. The arrow on the head, it follows the chakras through their system. So for that, not only does it have an arrow on the cover, but it's an Avatar themed book. So we've got The Dawn of Yangchen by F.C. Yee. I have read both Kyoshi books and they were so good. And so he wrote 2 about Yangchen, which was the airbending Avatar before Aang. But these are going to be the only 4 that F.C. Yee writes. And I have actually enjoyed his writing quite a bit. He has another series called The Iron Will of Jeannie Lo, and I've really enjoyed that one as well. The next set of books from the Avatar series that's coming out are going to be about Roku, but it's going to be a different author, which kind of, whatever. It sucks, but, maybe they'll be good too. I hope they'll be good. I'm excited for those. But anyways, Arrow on the cover, literally the only book that I own. I went through all of them because my husband wanted to read this with me, and so I was trying to find something else. It's not going to happen. It's the only book I own with an arrow on the cover. So for Arrow on the cover, The Dawn of Yangchen by F.C. Next up for level 6. So level 6 has 3 total prompts. So we have arrow on the cover. So honestly, it would work for this next prompt too, but we're not allowed to double up. So the next prompt is MC has or gets a tattoo. We've also discussed that it's also up for interpretation. So I'm going to go with The Eternal Ones by Namina Forna. I loved the first 2 books. They're absolutely fantastic. I cannot remember if she gets tattoos. Gotta remember her name. Decca. I cannot remember if Decca actually gets tattoos, but here on the front she does have like warrior paint, and I will take that. I will, because I want to read it. So for MC gets tattoos or has tattoos, I'm going to go with The Eternal Ones by Namina Forna. And for the final prompt for this level, and it does this a couple of times throughout the levels, is that we will go in the Discord. You can either use the Discord or you can use your own Instagram story or whatever, but you will pick 5 books. For all 3. So you'll pick 5 books, you'll present them to people, and you will say, hey, pick one of these for me. Because I have level 6 and level 7 both have the same prompt, instead of just presenting 5, I chose 6 different books and had them pick 2. I put it in the Discord and then let them vote, and then I left it there for a day and to see which one got more votes. So for this particular prompt for level 6, I'm going to be reading The Mistress of All Evil by Serena Valentino, right? Yeah, Serena Valentino. It is a story about Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, This series is one of those that, like, they can be read individually, but there is, like, this weird backstory with some weird sisters that do connect it. I have read the Ursula one, and I've read the Beast one. So now I'm going to be reading the Maleficent one. So, for random pick by other people, this is the one for that. I was going to tell you what the other options were. So the other options that I put on here were Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, Mistress of All Evil by Serena Valentino, The Forest Grimm, I have it right here. The Forest Grimm by Catherine Purdy, Hearts That Cut by Kika Hatsopulo. Sorry. The Queen's Shadow by E.K. Johnston, The Iron Will of Jeannie Lo by S.C. Yee, or A Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft. So, for this particular prompt, again, they chose Mistress of All Evil. They chose another one for level 7. So, for level 7, because that is it for level 8, or level 6, I can't count my levels. For level 7, A Spiritual Awakening, the first prompt is a self-care book. I don't have any that I own. I have read any that I already own. They're down here at the bottom of this shelf are all of my nonfiction books. However, I am going to be reading it's on Kindle Unlimited. It's called Unmothered. Nope, it's called Motherwhelmed by Beth Berry. And it is just a book about how moms take on so much and take care of everybody else, but don't really take care of themselves. And it's how to take a step back and make sure that you are taking care of yourself as well as everyone else, because otherwise you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take care of yourself. So that's going to be my self-care book. The second prompt is a book about refugees. Again, I don't have one that I haven't read, because unfortunately, I read a really, really good one in February before I reminded myself to read the prompts what this was going to be, because I read The City of Saints and Thieves by Natalie C. Anderson, and it would have been perfect for this prompt. It was an excellent book. So for that one, I am going to be reading The Best We Could Do by Tai Bowie. Might have butchered that name. But it is a graphic novel memoir about their family being refugees from Vietnam. I don't physically own it, so I have it on hold at the library, and it should be coming in hopefully before July starts. There were no holds on it, but it wasn't at my library. They had to bring it from another library. So hopefully it'll be here before July 1st. There shouldn't be any problem for that. The next prompt is features LGBTQIA+. And again, I've read all the ones that I own. However, I did get approved for an e-arc from NetGalley for The Rivals by Jane Peck. This is a sequel to The Verifiers, and I actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed The Verifiers. I didn't think that I would. It's about a woman who works for a company that special investigates people for online dating. She's not allowed to talk about what company she works for type situation. It's supposed to be very down low, but they are private investigators that people who are, if they feel like something's fishy with somebody they're talking to online, they can come to them and they'll find out more information about them. And then there ends up being this whole murder mystery going on. And it was a 5-star read for me, and I can't believe I actually enjoyed it as much as I did. It was a little unexpected, but I did. I loved it, and like I said, I was approved for the sequel, so I am very excited about that. And so the main character's name is Claudia, and she is a lesbian. She just doesn't ever want to tell her family that, because they are very traditional Chinese family. Well, her brother and sister aren't. They were born here, but her mother is very traditional. She's very scared to tell her that, but she is a lesbian, so that fits our prompt of features LGBTQIA+ characters. And then for the last prompt is, again, like I said, the throw out 5 books and have someone pick. And I already did tell you what they were, but just as a reminder, the books that I presented to them were Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, Mistress of All Evil by Serena Valentino, The Forest Grimm by Catherine Purdy, Hearts That Cut by Kika Hatsopulo, Queen's Shadow by E.K. Johnston, Iron Will by S.C. Yee, and The Fragile Enchantment by Alison Saft. And for this one, the other book they chose was Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I've heard so many good things about Sanderson. I've just never known where to dive in, and I happened to find all three of these books. I know that there's a fourth one that's come out since, but I found all three of these books as a bundle at the thrift store for a steal. I think it was like all three for $10 or something like that. It was a steal, so I had to get them, and they were like in really good condition. So yeah. So for that prompt, I will be reading Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. And that is going to be it. That is 7 books for this month, and some of them were kind of chunky. Obviously, the self-care book will probably be read pretty quickly, as well as the graphic novel memoir. But, like, Eternal Ones is a little on the chunky side. It's 460 pages. That's not bad. But, and then I will probably figure out if I can get any of these on audiobook. But 7 books is about average, what I've been averaging lately. I am currently, I have one coming in the mail today that I plan on opening and reading immediately, because that is Sleep Like Dust by Kaylin Barron. And I'm so excited for that one. And that will be my 8th book for June. So 7, 8 books is about what I'm averaging right now. And so I think 7 books is perfect for July. We will see what happens. I do have 3 market/conventions that I will be set up at with my crochet stuff in July. So I am also very, very busy with that. But like I said, it's my audiobooks come in handy. So yeah, that's going to be it. So just a recap. For Arrows on the Cover, I'm reading The Dawn of Yang Chen by SCE. For MC Has Tattoos or Gets Tattoos, I am reading The Eternal Ones by Namina Forna. For the Show Somebody 5 random books and have them pick one, I am reading Mistress of All Evil by Serena Valentino. For my self-care book, I am reading Motherwhelmed by Beth Berry. For a book about refugees, I am reading The Best We Could Do by Tai Bui. For LGBTQIA plus representation, I am reading The Rivals by Jane Peck. And for another book that I was in the 5 that someone else picked, I am reading Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. And that's going to be it. Sounds like a fun July. We will see. What's on your TBR for July? Are you participating in any readathons? Is there something that's coming out that you're really excited for? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you like this video, please hit the like button, as well as the subscribe button, and the notification bell, so that you are always notified every time that I upload. And until then,